The good news is, this terrorist group has been nearly eliminated. Still, a few surviving members remain at large and are quite dangerous. If you encounter any members of this terrorist group, contact Rosetta for... for listening to Forward Radio, brought to you by the Rosetta Corporation as part of its mission to benefit all humankind. From its initial founding to this day, Rosetta Corporation has been dedicated to serving the greater good. At a time when most companies were focused only on reaping profits, the Rosetta Corporation instead pursued an ambitious new vision to advance all of humankind. And when governments, corporations, and almost all other organizations collapsed after Starfall, Rosetta stood firm and never lost sight of its mission. Today, Rosetta remains the only major organization in the world still working, not for its own survival, but for the benefit of all humankind. Rosetta has dedicated the vast majority of its resources toward research that will help humanity survive the effects of Stardust, while leveraging its power to help us rebuild. Rosetta security forces and scientists proudly place their lives on the line every day, willing to make the ultimate sacrifices necessary for the greater good. The world may seem like a scary place, but rest assured that there's one organization.
Didn't expect to see a mayfly out here. Good. I've been waiting for someone to come. When I got captured by Rosetta, those bastards put me through hell. But being stuck here while I recovered, unable to help, that was even worse. So, first things first. Did any of my people in Ember Strand survive the enemy assault? That's a relief. What about in the other regions? Have they managed to hold off the vultures? Well, the column's in good hands. Wendy, Veronica, Maisley, they've made me proud. I knew they would. Thank you for telling me that. It's good to hear. But now, we've got to focus on dealing with the vultures. And Rosetta. Yeah, it's my arm. Rosetta injected Chaosium into it. Sometimes the pain still gets me. I don't know if I can still fight, if I can keep leading the column. But I know I can't stop now. Can't give up here. Listen, Mayfly, my own health isn't important. I need to protect my people. They're under threat from a new type of living machine. So, you already know something about it. That's good. Basically, it's an organic machine, unimaginably huge with a Chaosium core. It's an earth-shattering development, capable of releasing tons of energy. Even changing Nalcott's entire climate, destroying everything here. Right. I wasn't captured by accident. I knew the Vultures had made a deal with Rosetta, and I needed to find out what it was. If I'd told Brody or the girls about my plan to get inside, they would have tried to stop me. So, that's how I ended up here. Although, as for my arm, I didn't expect that, but it doesn't matter now. Mayfly, I need your help. You've got to stop them. Come with me to Ashington. It was the hometown of the Vulture's leader, Igna. He recently burned it down. We need to understand everything we can about Igna. His weaknesses, his motivations. It could help us break through his defenses. To get to him. I'm still getting back on my feet, and I don't want to slow you down. I'll give you the coordinates, and I'll meet you there as soon as I can.